Play with the devil, die with the devil.
Man, did I start that one early. How you guys doing? Welcome to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. It is another day of biker news, as well as some other news, man. Now, a lot of people, they say motorcycle clubs, they're always crying that there's a conspiracy. Well, you better start believing that when it comes to the feds, man, and this government. Jesus Christ, I'm going to be getting into that one. Also, sad state of affairs, we're going to be talking about a fire department out of New York City. A firefighter got in a motorcycle accident. Sad state of affairs, man. Everybody knows how we love our firefighters here at Insane Throttle. We back them 100% to the bone, baby. So we're going to be going over that because I usually don't do GoFundMe stuff because a lot of that stuff you never know. But there is a legit GoFundMe set up for this firefighter, and hopefully you guys take a look at it. But now to the big one, man. Holy crap. The information that is coming out on this election is unreal. Now, a lot of people say, why are you talking politics and blah, blah, blah? This has, really nothing to do with either candidate, man. This has to do, I know you guys heard it a million times about, a fair and free election. You know what? These machines, and there's an example out of Michigan where it flipped the whole county for Biden, then came back to Trump. There's a lot of shenanigans going on right now, and Sidney Powell, she just discovered a lot of big stuff, man, and how they did it, the whole 9 yards, who's tied to this company. And I bet a lot of Americans don't know that your votes are actually counted overseas. And what happened in Pennsylvania and Arizona, Georgia, all that stuff. And Georgia, they're refusing to match the signatures to the ballot. Right now, I believe if the courts don't get involved in this and sort this out, there's going to be trouble in this country, man, because over 70-something million people voted for Trump. Now, does anybody believe that Joe Biden, who couldn't even fill 10 little circles, actually got more votes than Joe Biden? Or not Joe Biden, Barack Obama, my fault. Does anybody even believe that? Well, with all the information coming out on this stuff, man, I'm just blown away, man. You got mainstream media saying there's no proof of this, no proof of that. You're part of the heist, the media, because you got your propaganda machine, then you got your false elections, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, man, you guys better wake up to this one. And then all of a sudden, everybody knows about what we had to live through with this Russian hoax stuff for the last 4 years. Well, John Durham had enough evidence to prosecute people for that. Now all of a sudden it doesn't look like he's going to do anything because he's afraid of retribution from Biden. This right now is a pivotal point in the history of the United States. I don't think it's going to end very well, man, because I don't believe the president should concede, regardless if you like him or not. This is some bad stuff. Very bad stuff going on in this country with these people. They didn't like him from the beginning because he didn't want to play with their swamp ideals. They can control him. Whew. That's all I have to say, man. Woof. And now you can start seeing the correlation between how the federal government acts towards MCs, the lengths they will go, and nobody is stopping them from doing this. You're looking at the United States turning into a totalitarian regime here, ran by a bunch of bureaucrats in Washington who are unelected. And this can, you know what, that goes as far as being proved with what they did to Trump in Syria. They actually came out and said they misled him on the numbers of troops that were in Syria so he wouldn't pull them all out at once. We don't need to be in any more damn wars in the Middle East, man. There's been a lot of peace agreements coming out of there. We need to pull our boys and girls out of Afghanistan. I could care less about Afghanistan. We did what we needed to do over there. Pull our troops home. Who cares about the CIA and the way they look? Oh, we need presence there. You know what? We're tired of being the police of the world. It is supposed to be America first, and I don't care who says any different. It should be our country first. And then you got Biden coming out and saying, well, we're going to raise the illegal or the immigration by 800%. You know what? Everything's coming out after the election because the media didn't hold him accountable because the media's in the bag. The media was supposed to be there to expose all this type of stuff. Sad stuff, man. And actually, it's scary. Because you got censorship all over the tech platforms. You got the media in the bag for them. And now you got these intelligence agencies in the bag. This ain't a good thing for this country, man. You know, there was Trump supporters attacked with that Million MAGA March, and not one station on the liberal left covered that stuff. They won't cover Antifa. I think we're at a point in our country where Thomas Jefferson was right. The freedom of liberty needs to be refreshed. You know, because we let it go so bad that it's unreal. Look at what they're doing with bikers, and I've been talking about this for the last couple freaking days. They are actually going after bikers because they acquaint bikers with Bikers for Trump. They're bad. They're the ones who spread the virus, the whole 9 yards. They've been unrelenting on bikers lately. And the cops with their, and that's one thing I talked about on the show yesterday was you actually have bikers standing with this Blue Lives Matter movement, but the cops are still going after the bikers. It makes no damn sense whatsoever at all. And then I question bikers. Well, you know, there used to be a line that you never crossed with cops. Now you're crossing it, and then you're still getting shit on by them. Their budgets are getting blown up for the divisions that investigate MCs. Now, I actually did the video where I talked about, you know, the dark side of MCs. Well, there's a lot of good to MCs as well. And I put out the information on both sides. That way it's out there. You have to go do your research and you decide. I ain't having the deal where I'm going to try to tell you what to think like the mainstream media does. I'm not like that. No, I put out a debate and you guys got to figure it out on your own. That's the way we handle the news here at Insane Throttle. And that's the way we're always going to handle the news. Now, I know a lot of people get pissed off when their side of the story ain't covered in a good light. But if you're going to be real, that's the way to do it. Not like these people out there. And this is a very dangerous thing for this country. A lot of people did not know that your votes are counted by an outside firm that's foreign. And we all know they've been after them forever. Again, I don't care which side you're on. You can't have people that are billionaires, that are elites, deciding the future of your country because they didn't like your choice. What is happening now with these Dominion machines and their software companies it's insane. In Texas, they wouldn't certify the machines because you can easily hack these things. And numerous freaking news outlets years ago did stories on that, but they're not going to do it now. They're going to say there's no evidence whatsoever when there comes to fraud. Well, that's BS. Because it happens in Chicago all the time. It happens in the Detroit area all the time. It's called the Democratic machine. And for those that don't live in the major cities or don't know about Philly, Chicago, New York, you know, they're living off in a different world. This stuff is the norm. People who live around here know about it. But we don't have a law enforcement agency that has the balls to take these people on. They're actually a part of all this. And that should be scary to Americans. So when people go and say, well, MCs are blowing it out of proportion, because I get that a lot. MCs are blowing this profiling out of proportion. Oh my God, do I get that a lot. You know, there is profiling. Until it happens to you, of course you're not going to think that it's real, but it's very real. You know, I always say you want to know what it's like to be black, all you have to do is throw on a patch. And then you see what's happening. People need to wake up, open their eyes. Again, I don't care which candidate you voted for, but this is insane what's coming out. Insane. And a lot of people are telling them, don't you freaking concede, man. You keep on fighting. And I'm hoping he is, man. What I'm hoping is that the state legislators jump in that are Republican held and say, you know what, we're sending our own electors in because what is happening is under the table, BS. Everybody knows it. You know, they already admitted it by saying that they lied about the troop movements in Syria. Yes, they actually did that. How the hell do you lie to, I don't care who it is, to the commander-in-chief that you're doing something behind his back? It all has to do with the war machine, man. You know, the military-industrial complex. Sad, man. And again, it's real scary. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat that until people wake up. I know everybody wants to go about with their daily lives and stuff, which is cool. But you got to look for the little signs that you're being controlled. You actually got people in Chicago, and I heard this is going on in other big cities, where they're saying, cancel Thanksgiving, cancel Christmas. They are using, you know what? It is a very deadly virus. I know I lost people from it. But they're trying to go after your freedoms, and you're letting them. Letting them. You're not pushing back. Yeah, it's scary. Yes, I believe it's personal choice to wear a mask. My personal choice is to wear a mask. And keep people the hell away from me right now. That's why I haven't been out on the street covering anything, is because, hell with that, man. I don't want to catch that crap. And that's because I got some serious underlying conditions that I'm not going to put myself at risk for. But that don't give them the right to say, hey, you can't have Thanksgiving, or you shouldn't have more than this amount of people at your Thanksgiving or Christmas table. Now, with Christmas, we all know how the left is about religion. Now, Christmas is associated with Christianity. I don't care what you say about it. It came out of pagan customs and all that. That's an argument for another time. But it's associated with Christianity. And they go after that as well, using this as an excuse. Now, there's another vaccine that just came out that was 95% effective against COVID. But you got this Fauci who has freaking been wrong on every damn thing. At first, they say masks don't work. You shouldn't wear them because it can, expose you to more. Then all of a sudden, you got to wear a mask. It's like, this guy was wrong during the AIDS epidemic. But everybody looks to him because, him and Trump don't agree on stuff. He came out and say, even though there's a vaccine, we're still should be locking down stuff. We should keep wearing masks after the vaccine is distributed. Then you have all these freakers on the left saying, well, those vaccines ain't safe because, it was rushed through. All they want to do is keep control of you. That's all they want to do. And we're letting them. We're letting the scare tactics work. We gotta stand up and make it stop. So next time, with this all in the background, next time you hear people say MCs ain't profiled, you better freaking kick yourself in the balls and wake up. They are doing anything and everything they want to push their agenda on you, and I'm talking about law enforcement, to get their way. That's why you see a lot of this stuff in the news with MCs. And like I said before, they tried to pin the friggin' Minnesota riots on the Hells Angels. What's that telling you? I really wish people would wake up to what's going on. Now, I heard other creators are talking about this as well. And the first thing they get is, well, don't talk politics. We hear it from everywhere else. Well, do you? That's a question. Do you? Are you looking at both sides of it? Or are you believing one outlet over the other? Because I get that too. Yes, it does have to do with the biker community, what's going on in this country. It does have everything to do with MCs. So when you're saying, well, politics don't matter, well, who do you think ABATE is? Who do you think the MRF is? They're out there involved in the politics to keep your rights. They're the ones out there fighting for your rights. So when you use that politics crap, don't talk that, there's something really wrong. Because if you depend on ABATE and MRF for your rights as a biker, well, then you better know the issues that are going on. And I think that is the problem with a lot of people. They do not know the issues. They are brainwashed in the voting for one party or the other, and you don't know how they're going to affect you as a biker. So maybe I should talk politics so people understand how it would affect your rights then. It's bad enough people don't want to hear how it's going to affect their rights as an American. So maybe we should just put it in the terms, okay, this is how, sit you down and teach you, hey, this is how it could affect bikers. Because it does. If you actually go on ABATE's site, or MRF is even more huge, or the American Motorcycle Association, because they are fighting for your rights too. So you to bash them all you want, but they're still out there fighting for you. You can look at the legislation they're targeting when it comes to motorcycles and your rights. I bet a lot of people didn't know that the House and Senate a couple years ago passed a resolution against police profiling of bikers. I bet you didn't even know that. I bet you didn't know a couple states already banned that practice. Why didn't you know about it? Because you didn't want to hear about politics. Well, that's how things get done, is your biker rights organizations. And they deal with these Congress people all the freaking time. Now, when it comes to Bikers for Trump, they claim to be just a political organization. Do you know why everybody has a problem with you, Chris Cox? Is because you had an ear of the president and you didn't do one thing for the biker community to make it better. All you did was run with an ideal. You didn't even have a bike when you started that damn thing. And you made money. And here you had the ear of the damn president where you could have helped with biker rights, this profiling crap. Could have done all that. But you didn't. And now we have a damn media that is pinning all their BS on us because of you. And Bikers for Trump. Because they equate all bikers with you guys. So we've been dealing with a bunch of crap. Ugh. Anyway, let's go to the biker news right after this.
Get your most unbiased and trusted biker news now at HarleyLiberty.com. Founded in 2012, Insane Throttle Biker News has been the place that all bikers come for what's happening in the scene. Go over now and bookmark HarleyLiberty.com. Rock on!
Hi, this is China Doll from Hollywood and China Doll Evening Show. Join us Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube for some fun times and very interesting entertainment. See you there, boys.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Don't forget to get over there over on Hollywood and China Doll's channel. Man, we have a good time. If you were on Sunday nights, bring it to the table. I had China Doll on, and we just had some laughs. But let's go to this story I was talking about. And again, Insane Throttle, we love you, our firefighters, man. We really do. But this is a sad state of affairs right here. FDNY's, and that's the fire department in New York City. Anthony Lampo and family, they're asking for our support. And here's what happened. Anthony Lampo of the FDNY is a loving husband and father to one son and 5 beautiful daughters, with 3 under 3 and the youngest of which is a month old. On his way back home from work on November 7th, Anthony was on his motorcycle less than a block from his home when he was tragically struck by another vehicle. He was rushed to the hospital where he was taken directly into surgery, where they repaired a hole in his aortic artery. Man, he got lucky on that one. That's a bad one. He also broke 3 of his limbs in multiple places, shattered his pelvis, and already has a blood clot. Anthony has several surgeries pending for his broken bones and has many months of rehab ahead of him. Anthony was in the middle of adding a new room to his house for his growing family and working a second job. This is something he can no longer do. I'm hoping by setting up this GoFundMe page that Anthony and Lee can focus on his health rather than the financial struggles. No amount is too small, and I know they will be forever grateful for any amount they receive. Please try and help this wonderful family. They have a goal of $50,000. They're a little bit to it, $35,000. You know, no donation is too small. Like they said, if you only got $1 or $2, 5, 10, you know what? Donate to them, because you know what? These are the guys that run into the building while you're running out. So hopefully you guys get out there and help them out. Now, this is very interesting, what I was talking about earlier. Sidney Powell, Smartmatic Voting Machines chairman, and that's the one who sits on the board of the software for these Dominion machines. Chairman of the board, Peter Nefkinder, named to Joe Biden's transition team. Yeah, don't tell me that is not coincidental, huh? He is a former Coast Guard commander who served as Administrator of Transportation Secretary Administration from 2015 to 2017, and he is currently chairman of the board of Smartmatic, a multinational company that specializes in building and implementing electric voting machines. He was named again to the transition team. Let's see what else they got on this one. It said Sidney Powell drops a bomb on Sunday Morning Future. CIA may have used Dominion for its own benefit. Gina Haspel should be fired. She said Haspel and the CIA must have known Dominion voting system had serious flaws, but Haspel and the CIA did nothing. And according to her, it's really an insidious, corrupt system, and I can tell you how livid I am at our government for not paying attention to these complaints, even brought by Democrats. No one in our government has paid any attention to, which makes me wonder if the CIA used it for its own benefit in different places, and why Gina Haspel is still in the CIA is beyond my comprehension. She should be fired. Yeah. And then I'm going to go to what I was talking about, John Durham closing an investigation without indictments, and it's all political, by Elizabeth Vaughn. This is where you get your two-tier system of justice. They'll go after MCs and bikers and stuff, but God forbid they go after the real criminals. He talks about how happy he was that Attorney General Barr in May 2019, it goes on and goes on. I'm going to go to the good stuff. A source familiar with Durham's ongoing investigation of the bogus Russian collusion operations tells at FDR-LST, Durham isn't doing anything, dropping his investigations. He's worried about blowback from Biden. What an absolute disgrace. And a separate source who has seen the evidence compiled during the course of Durham's investigation told FDR-LST this afternoon there was more than enough evidence to indict multiple people involved in the Russian hoax to take down Trump. So that is scary stuff, man. Now, CTV News, London Hells Angel member charged in connection to alleged MTO breach. This is out of Canada again. London, Ontario, a former president of the London Hells Angel chapter is facing charges after an investigation into a breach of personal information within the Ministry of Transportation. In December of 2019, OPP arrested and charged Richard Perea, 36, of Oshawa, with several criminal offenses, including breach of trust, following alleged actions during his tenure with the MTO. On Friday, OPP announced that Lander Rob Beretta is also charged in relation to breach of an investigation. He faces 3 counts of breach of trust, 3 counts of conspiracy to commit breach of trust, 3 counts of unauthorized use of a computer, along with 1 count of mischief. The charges were laid last month. A Pinkerton woman and a King County or a King City man have also been charged. Police say the accused will appear in court on the 20th. Earlier this year, police arrested and charged them after they seized $24 million in assets as part of an illegal gambling investigation. Woo! Ouch. Here we go with the good story. Hells Angels seeking secret Santas to brighten holidays for needy kids. The Hells Angel chapter of Stockton is seeking the community's help in making Christmas a little brighter for children and families this holiday season, and will hold a toy drive and other opportunities to help those in need. New unwrapped toys and bicycles are being sold for a toy drive planned for 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. December 19th at 237 East Minor Avenue in Stockton. Donation sites are also being set up around Stockton and Lodi, the chapter says in a statement. Donations will be used towards an individual child or family's wish list, and cash donations will go to purchase gift cards, toys, household items, or provide additional income for a needy family. The chapter has several children with personalized wish list if you'd like to shop for an individual or family. Quote, our efforts to bring a brighter light to these families during the holiday season include distribution donation bins at various locations throughout Stockton and Lodi, but we would like to accomplish more together with our community for local families in need by adopting a family or child this holiday season. Those interested in shopping for a child this Christmas can contact Club Vice President Andrew at 209-321-5284. Again, 209-321-5284, or email Stockton, HAMC, at gmail.com. Rock on, man. Rock on. Let's go to some more here. Motorcycle club teams with housing authority to raise funds, collect coats for children. Hell yeah. Elizabethton, Tennessee. Another year has passed. The temperatures continue to drop. One motorcycle club knows the importance of staying warm in frigid weather and strives to ensure no child is left cold this winter. The Ghost Riders Motorcycle Club is hosting their annual toy fundraiser event today at Walmart. You can donate toys or cash to the club to be distributed among children this Christmas season. The Ghost Riders Motorcycle Club is hosting its annual or 13th annual toy drive for children's up to 17 years old. They teamed up with the Elizabethton Development Housing Authority to make the annual drive possible. Rock and roll, man. That is awesome. That's the good stuff that clubs do, and we're going to talk about that in a second.
Get your most unbiased and trusted biker news now at HarleyLiberty.com. Founded in 2012, Insane Throttle Biker News has been the place that all bikers come for what's happening in the scene. Go over now and bookmark HarleyLiberty.com. Rock on!
Hi, this is China Doll from Hollywood and China Doll Evening Show. Join us Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube for some fun times and very interesting entertainment. See you there, boys.
That is good stuff when you always see the good that motorcycle clubs do. Before we get into my final thoughts, I'd like to welcome our new Insane Throttle Club member, Max Gold. Man, thanks for becoming a member of the Throttle Club. Really appreciate it. If you want to become a part of the Throttle Club where you get different perks and stuff like that, go over to the YouTube or the link in the description box and you join up there. We got 2 tiers, $1.99 a month, and then one for $9.99, my fault. You to join up there. Members, do not forget to download the app that we told you to download over in the members only section of the community tab over at YouTube. You have to download that app. That way I can get you guys into the monthly meetings with all the other members, talk about the scene, the whole 9 yards. So let's go into my final thoughts here. I want to just, touch on that Hell's Angels Santa fundraiser. Hopefully you guys call them up, donate, see what you can do to help those kids out and stuff. And I remember a comment by a subscriber over on the YouTube channel and you know what? This is the same stuff Leo talks about. Motorcycle clubs that are 1%ers use these toy drives as cover for their criminal activity. That argument is so damn old. I would have to say, where's your damn proof? Again, where's your proof that they're doing this? if you had any brain and you would step back, look at it logically, you would see that it's certain individuals of a club that do it. It's not an entire club, trying to be Al Capone or, the syndicate, any of that type of stuff. And that's just a result of propaganda. Propaganda it's a very freaking useful tool when you want to control people. No, I do not believe that crap. I do not believe MCs freaking use that as a cover. I don't. MCs, bikers, they love kids, they protect kids. You see all the organizations out there that are dedicated to protecting these kids. To say that is just asinine, in my opinion. MCs, they have a lot of members that are regular freaking guys, man. And you know what? These damn movies and these damn reports that bastardize MC members and clubs is just freaking beyond ridiculous. And what's beyond ridiculous is if you believe them. You really, what you should be doing is pay attention what the hell's really going on in the bigger picture than to try to buy into something like that. That ideal is just debunked. Debunked. You guys act like the ones that are going after MCs are making big time money. They're not. Most of them have trouble paying their damn dues, man. So, but the real important story here is be on the lookout of what's happening with this voting machine stuff and all the. I'm just in shock with all the problems that were going on with that machine. Who's behind them? Our votes are being counted outside the country. Yeah, if it's not fixed real quick, it's going to blow up, man. This country's going to blow up. Anyway, don't forget to go over to Hollywood and China Doll's show, man. We have a lot of fun over there. Make sure you subscribe. We're kicking butt over on all the podcast platforms for Hollywood and China Doll. Hey, as well as Motorcycle Morning Mayhem. You can take us to work with you. Listen to us at work over the radio on the podcast platforms. Just plug us into your radio, and we'll be right there. I'll help you pass the freaking time and all that good stuff. So pass us around like a hooker is always what I say over at the Hollywood and China Doll show. Do the same with us over here. Don't forget to like the videos over on YouTube. That helps us get out, especially. A lot of creators are having a lot of problems right now. A lot of problems. You'll see message retracts during the live sessions. You'll also see where notifications ain't set out to subscribers, any of that type of stuff. So that really helps us. If you want to donate, you can. The Cash App, $ Motorcycle Madhouse, or the PayPal stuff. But how you can really help is to share us on all your social media platforms, all the videos that we do. Share us, man. Share us like a hooker. That really helps us out. So with that, we really appreciate you guys and all that good stuff. I'll talk to you later.